can now put the demand and supply curve together and see how the market behaves. We have the supplier of 4 poles, the buyer of 4 poles. There is a low of demand and low of supply, describing this situation now. Now, at that market, we will say that the market will clear, meaning the buyers what they want, all that they want, they will buy, and the suppliers, all that they have supplied has been bought. Nobody goes home complaining. Whatever you have supplied to the market has been sold. Everything. Whatever you went there to buy, as many as you who went there to buy something, you have all gone and gone home with what you wanted to buy. The market will clear where those 2 caves meet each other, where those 2 caves cross each other at the intersection. That's where everybody is happy. All the buyers have bought all that they needed. All the suppliers have sold all that they wanted to sell. So the market will be where these 2 lines cross each other. And that's what we call the equilibrium price. The equilibrium price, or the equilibrium point, is where the quantity supplied is equal to the quantity demanded. So the equilibrium quantity is this one, QE, and the equilibrium price is this one, PQ, PE. At that price, this is the quantity that has been supplied and the same quantity has been bought. So that's creating market price, creating quantity. What happens if there is a shortage? Or what happens if there is a surplus? What happens if there is a shortage and what happens if there is a surplus? How do you determine the shortage and how do you determine the surplus here? You go with us. There's too much noise. My. Kodi mugadali kumbuyo kusidali kuminokoma papa nde zaonjeza. Okay, I think it's here. Just give me 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah, please. Okay, so how do you determine what happens, for example? How does a shortage or a surplus get created? So, for example, any price higher than this, the market will not create. The market will not create. any price below than this, the market will also not create. Any price which does not meet, which is not where these two lines cross, will result in some imbalance. So for example, if the price goes up to here, the price has increased. Now, when the price has increased, what happens to demand and what happens to supply? According to the laws of supply and the laws of demand. The law of demand says what when the price goes up? Demand goes down. Okay? Now, this is what they were demanding at this price. They were demanding this. Now, the price goes up, so let's find where the demand is. So we want to find the demand curve from here. Where does it meet? You see, it meets here. So we go down and try to find the quantity. So now, this is now the new quantity demand as the price has gone up. People will stop buying more. They cut down. But what does the law of supply? What does the law of supply told us? The law of supply was saying what? When the price goes up, the quantity supplies also goes up. Because the supplies are now high. They think they can make profit. Okay, so the price has gone up. Let's find where the supply is. So we go, because here there's no supply. We try to find it. Where do we find? Where do we find? We find it here. And so we go down. Where is the quantity? So the quantity is somewhere here. It has moved from here to there. Quantity supply. But quantity demanded has moved from there to here. So what happens? This is the quantity demanded, and yet this is the quantity supplied. So there is what? Surplus. You see? There is this surplus here, from here to there, because of this price which has gone up. People carried so much to the market because in the anticipation of the work here, they carried so much, but they get disappointed. The buyers want less than what they were buying yesterday. Yesterday the price was here, they were buying so much. But today, because the price has gone up, they want to buy less. But the supplier wants to supply more because of the encouragement of price. So it creates a surplus. So what happens when there is a surplus? The seller doesn't usually go home with it. What they will do? Atenga mapapa yambi mbili. Ozoza nguo. Kapena ndi mzimayi mmoja akotenga chidengu chachikulu. And agulisa mapapa yawo che, what will she do? She will just say, Tangoli Guran. Instead of taking that thing home. So what happens when you start begging buyers? Tangoli Guran. Japo mundigulise pamtengozo. Ngisile ruzakwera ndi kwana kwatoke. Koma mungalo tuli mundigulise pamtengozo no. So this lady, this man will start agreeing kutagulise pamtengozo. So she will start agreeing kutagulise pamtengozo. So what will happen is there will be a force. There will be this force to push the price from wherever it is to there. And the supply is also moving the same direction. So it has a tendency to pull down the price when there is a surplus. Because here, the market has not created. The increase in the price has created a surplus. The market has not created. There's a difference between supply and demand. What happens if the price goes down? When there's the price going down, they will create a shortage. How? Price scenario, this was the clearing price. Now the price has gone down to here. What does the law of demand say? When the price goes down, more is demand. Okay? So, at that price, this is what they were demanding. Now the price has gone down, they want more because now the bakers, they want to buy here. Can you see? Kapena the guy is also it. Is it big, right? Okay. So now the price has gone down. We want to find out how much we demanded. So we are moving from here to find the demand curve. Straight on a straight line. We can't pay the demand up. So we go down to find the quantity. So this is now the new quantity demanded at this new reduced price. And this quantity is more than what they were demanding yesterday. Okay? The price has gone down, now they demand more. What happens to the supplier? Price has gone down. And the law of supply says what? When the price decreases, the quantity demanded supplied also decreases. Because supply is now unhappy. Okay? Okay. Is it true? Let's find out. When the price goes down to here, we want to find the supply curve. We go down like this, and find the supply here, and then we go down to find the quantity. So now you can see our new prices are here. Quantity demanded, because the price has gone down, is here. Quantity supplied is here. And wakufuna quantity here, from here all the way to there. That's what they want now with the new price. But my suppliers are going to tell many people, no, the price is disappointing. So this is now a shortage in the market. And of course, the must believe it. They work here and they are rushing to go and buy. My suppliers, they are very unhappy. So there is a shortage. And so what happens? When the buyers are many and the things that they want are very few. Palimabagi, let's say Palimabaya then walk and Mogula take. What will happen? Knowing the human beings, and they are putting the belief, and then it goes to surprise us. Price is being pushed to yesterday's price. So the price will be pushed to yesterday's price. That's why we talk of a clearing is always here, where these two things cross each other. Equilibrium price, clearing price. not always stable. See, why? Versa. This creates where the demand curve and supply curve cross each other. It's not always at that same point. This thing can move like this too. It can, this pamene lochita cross yapa chikoza kusundira. It still be equilibrium really, depending on the judgment. We were saying all things equal. No change in other things. Those assumptions we are making actually it's not always like that. Other things change. There are so many things that do change. It's not just price. Remember, when we were looking at the conditions for demand, we were saying people's tastes, consumers' income, supply, flood, exogenous factors, government policy, those things can affect this. It's not just the price. Apart we are just concentrating on the price. Everything else constant. So we're studying the behavior, everything else constant. But we know that this has to create where these lines cross. But these lines can cross somewhere else within this diagram here. They don't have to cross at that point. Sometimes you will find that due to increase in weight, when I'm allowing over suddenly, everybody has money. The demand of everything goes up. So this thing can shift to there. The whole thing shifting. And supply has not shifted. So the clearing price will be there. The market will be clearing there. Or is it because we have received a big catastrophe. Everybody's income has gone down. And yes, one go wrong deep. So demand for everything to save my income China has just collapsed. So the demand curve, you're saying it has to shift to left. It has all gone there. And so the clearing price will be there. Sometimes it's this thing that changes. Mwina kwabwera chivomerezi china chake kuti chakobora minda yose ya mpunga everywhere, nobody can harvest any rice. The demand for rice the supply of rice will just go this way. So this thing can move to there. Or over a sudden we have new technology of new variety of rice and it's producing twice as much per acre. So the supply has moved this way. So at each moment when we are concentrating on this one, what we were saying is everything else constant. We are only looking at the demand and price. So that equilibrium. If everything else is constant, we can study the behavior of demand function and supply function. We can study and predict. We can predict demand, how it will behave if prices go up or down. We also look at the nature of the products. Some products, the nature of it. Some are luxury goods, some are living goods, some are material goods, and so on and so on. And preferences of people, incomes of people, all those things we discuss in demand, and all the things that we discuss in supply, the conditions. we should stop there.